Kenya Adams is truly a servant leader. She is not only a wife and mother of 3 beautiful boys, but she also is a leader within her company where she works as an executive director. She is a previous president of our sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated of Rutherford County, and she holds a number of titles within the community. She is a member of the executive committee for the NAACP. She's a founder of the Pyramid Foundation, which really focuses in on mental health and mentoring young people. Not only does she mentor young people within the organization, but she also mentors within the company that she works. Kenya is one of those young ladies that if you ask her to take care of something or do something, her favorite word is, "I got you, sis." And when I tell you she's got you, and she does everything in excellence. And for this reason, Kenya Adams was chosen as the nominee for the ATHENA Award for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
On behalf of the United Way of Rutherford County, I am thrilled to nominate Gloria Bonner for the ATHENA Award. She is on the United Way's board and co-chairs the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. After many years of service, she has recently retired as Dean at MTSU and the Special Assistant to the President. Throughout this time, she has been a voice for racial and gender equity, helping others, and faith. Her honors and community efforts are really too great to outline, except to say she is personally one of my heroes and an inspiration to me, as I'm sure she is to many of you.
I'm Nancy James. I'm co-president of the AAUW Murfreesboro branch. We nominated Leanne Carmack. Leanne has been instrumental as our AAUW Public Policy Chair in coordinating our Get Out to Vote campaign, as well as ensuring that everyone in our community has had the opportunity to register to vote, and then, after registering to vote, to be sure that they have easy access to the voting process. She is an advocate for laws that support gender equity on the local, state, and national level. As a Work Smart, Start Smart facilitator, she has worked with seasoned professionals as well as young women who have just entered the workplace to ensure they have been trained in salary negotiations as well as knowing how to seek advancement in their career. Even in her manufacturing career at GM Saturn Division, she was part of a female-led team that allowed their division to win the prestigious President's Council Award. As an entrepreneur, she has developed the YardSaleFrog.com, as well as a co-founder of the Blue Moon Modern Dance Company. So as you can see, Leanne uses her leadership skills in all facets of her life and thereby emulates the 8 principles of ATHENA.
I first met Terry about 15 months ago when I was applying for residency at Adams Place. And being a recent widower of somewhat advanced years, it was kind of intimidating because I didn't know what to expect. I was moving away from a home in Florida. I'd been there for many years, and I was a little bit leery of coming into a senior facility. And my initial interview with Terry was so comforting, and in a facility like this, there's a constant turnover of people. Some people are moved into assisted living, some people have passed away and leave their partners behind. And she's very quick to show her compassion whenever that occurs, but she's also very gracious when her employees deserve recognition for their accomplishments. I've been around for a while. I've worked in many different positions, and she's one of the best administrators I think I've ever run across. Just everything about her is just so professional. I've got nothing but admiration for her.
TrustPoint Hospital is thrilled to nominate Beth Goodner, our CEO, for the ATHENA Women's Leadership Award. I've had the pleasure of working with Beth for 6.5 years. She's been my mentor, and I've really appreciated her model for female leadership of our hospital. And she's really a minority of women in that role. I think there was a recent survey only 11% of hospital CEOs are women. So she really sets the bar. And she's done some great things in the past 2 years, kind of taking our hospital through a lot of challenges around COVID and the pandemic, and being a real solid community support for the mental health impact of that pandemic, and also led us through a huge expansion with grace and support and great leadership. So she's also really active in the community, very much a leader for charities like the American Heart Association, and is also on the board at the United Way, so doing great work in the community as well. As a leader, she's someone that I admire and model my own leadership growth. She creates a culture of caring. She values and knows her employees at all levels, regardless of where they work, from dietary, environmental services, nursing, and physicians at all levels. She knows our names, she knows our family, she knows our interests, and she's curious and interested in making those connections. And she's a passionate advocate and will stand up for her employees.
So we nominated April Holland as one of our nominees from the Junior League of Murfreesboro because she is just one of those all-around great people. I think everybody knows her. She grew up in Murfreesboro, and she and her husband are involved in so many wonderful community organizations, and they give back so much. But she, I think, is one of those people who ends up doing a lot of the background work and doesn't always get a whole lot of attention called to her. So we just wanted to honor her in this special way and nominate her for this award for all the things she does in the community, and especially being a part of the Junior League of Murfreesboro.
As one of the founding members of 100 Women Who Care Rutherford County chapter, I'm honored to celebrate our nomination of Patty James for the ATHENA Leadership Award. Patty was well connected in the Nashville chapter and served as an amazing guide for us. As a resident of Rutherford County herself, she was excited to bring a chapter here, and we are glad she helped. We saw how local nonprofits were hurting during this pandemic year and decided not to wait and to jump in feet first. Now with 68 members and growing, her expertise, encouragement, and advice has served instrumental in making our group a success. We've given over $9,000 to 2 local nonprofits in our very own community, and we are just getting started. Patty's leadership helped us get our new chapter off the ground, and we couldn't have done it without her.
Locally owned Murfreesboro nominated Kara Kemp for the Rutherford ATHENA Award because she's been instrumental in our success with Downtown on the Farm. We started Farm to Table 3 years ago, which highlights local farmers and local restaurants. And in the beginning, we asked Kara to come and help us because we knew she had the skill set that we needed to make it a success. Since Kara joined Locally Owned Murfreesboro, we've been able to distribute almost $20,000 in scholarships to Rutherford County graduates who are majoring in entrepreneurship at MTSU in the Jones College of Business. We also nominated Kara because she exemplifies the best that Locally Owned Murfreesboro has to offer. She runs her own business, she works for another local business, and she helps everyone around her by lifting their spirits and helping us all tell the story of what makes Murfreesboro great.
My name is Patty Hutchinson, and as president of Charity Circle of Murfreesboro, it is my pleasure and privilege to speak on behalf of Andrea Lowry. Andrea joined Charity Circle over 50 years ago as a newcomer to Murfreesboro and found an inviting group of women who provided a female support system for life. She has offered her expertise in collaboration and advocacy to our 110-year-old organization in numerous ways as we strive to serve our 9 ongoing agencies and over 30 more with financial support for food, clothing, shelter, and medicine insecurities. In 2020, she was a vital part of Charity Circle's fundraising efforts, raising and gifting 100% of over $450,000 to local charities. Andrea is a visionary, and through her noteworthy investment in education, business leadership, and advocacy for the arts, our community and state has benefited beyond measure. Her accomplishments include chairing the board for the Chamber of Commerce, collaborating and advocating to bring cable to Murfreesboro, helping form the Leadership Rutherford program, and an appointment to the Tennessee Arts Commission. Charity Circle is honored to present Andrea Lowry as a nominee for the 2021 ATHENA Leadership Award.
Hi, my name is Ebony Quinn. I am a realtor with Grand Style Homes. I nominated LaTanya Martin for the Rutherford County ATHENA Award. I met LaTanya about 6 years ago in the library. She was doing a first-time home buyers class. I was in there making some copies, and LaTanya stopped me and asked me would I like to participate in the first-time home buyers class. I told her I didn't have time, but I did tell her that I had previously been a real estate agent and was interested in getting back into the business. LaTanya and I met later. Long story short, I ended up becoming a realtor in her office, and I've been there for 6 years. The reason why I nominated her for this award because I feel like LaTanya goes above and beyond to help people get into a first-time home or either become investment buyers. She goes into the community to educate people about the ins and outs of buying a home, especially your first home, because that's difficult. She helps people to establish wealth that they can pass on to the next generation and their family. And I think she really cares about people. I think with her, it's not just about the money, it's about making sure that people understand the process and know what they're getting into, and building relationships where she may sell you your first home, your second home, your investment property. So that's why I nominated her.
Encouraging, innovative, accountable, and driven, Dr. Lucy Matthews deserves the ATHENA International Leadership Award because she consistently demonstrates these characteristics as a volunteer board member at Ascend Federal Credit Union, in her role as a professor at MTSU, and within her community. As vice chairman of the board of directors at Ascend, a $3.3 billion financial institution, she encourages us to think outside the box. Her drive for self-improvement makes her a great role model to her colleagues, her students, and her family, especially her two wonderful daughters. A wise person once told me, if a woman breaks through the glass ceiling, they need to be sure and send the elevator back down for that next generation of women. And Lucy does just that. We are proud to nominate Lucy because she is a strong leader with a positive attitude and a smile on her face.
I nominated Cynthia because Cynthia has so many talents. She is sought after by so many nonprofits, as well as community organizations, educational institutions. She works with young people as well as the whole family throughout the community. Nonprofits are highly seeking her for whatever endeavor they have in the community. She also works with other organizations, which her skills are so numerous that you can't put it all in one box. You just have to say, this is what we need, and she will go after it. One thing that she is the chair of our economic development. We chose her to appoint her as the chair because of her professional skills. She is a human resource specialist in more ways than one. She knows how to get the person's resume to fit the job. And that's what I loved about her. And she was the first person I thought of for 2021. We need to highlight all the things that she does in the community, as well as with other organizations beside the NAACP. We're just very proud of her. She had been recognized by our state and for some of our events that we have had in the past, for her endeavors that she does, no matter who the person is, no matter who the organization is. She is there to serve the community, and that's what we love about her.
Hi, I'm Lori Williams with Rutherford Cable. We are proud to nominate Jody Powers for the Rutherford ATHENA Award. Jody has been a member of Rutherford Cable for 6 years, and we've seen her do so much in our community through that time. We believe in moving women forward personally and professionally, and Jody Powers lives that every day. At Amelia's Closet, women in need gain confidence in the simple act of finding an outfit for employment and receiving interview skills. She demonstrates the ATHENA principle of giving back. At her new place, Liberty Station, she is moving people forward with on-the-job training and a chance to realize their purpose and their gifts. Jody has advocated fiercely for this vision of hers, and now it is coming to fruition. For the last 2 years, she has shared her gift of graphic design to the ATHENA committee and has helped us celebrate the nominees through all of her hard work. It is only fitting she step down from that role and represent our organization as an amazing force not only within Rutherford Cable, but also throughout our community.
Hello, my name is Brian Coleman. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Read to Succeed, I'm nominating Joanne Radnotti for the 2021 Rutherford ATHENA Award. Joanne Radnotti is the Executive Director of Read to Succeed. Read to Succeed improves lives in Rutherford County by offering free programs and events for children, families, and adults. Jolene's extremely passionate about her work advocating literacy here in our community. On a daily basis, she goes above and beyond the standard workday to ensure that we're doing everything we can to make as large of an impact as possible. She's an effective leader, doing so with both empathy and grace. Like the goddess Athena herself, Jolene is strong and enlightened. Thank you for your consideration.
Deb Thompson is the consummate professional. When her petite frame walks into the room wearing the most amazingly well put together outfit, this immediately captures the attention of everyone. I first met Deb when she moved to Murfreesboro in 2009. At that time, I served as the marketing analyst for her sales territory, managing about $1 million budget. She challenged me daily to be the best version of myself. Whether it was sitting on her back porch, waiting for Roy to put something on the grill, or in the office providing her with the details she needed to make a business decision, Deb was always asking the tough questions to make me think deeper and broader. Deb plugged into the community immediately. She hosted the VIP reception for Wine Around the Square and rallied the troops at State Farm with the event each year. She believes in education and quickly became involved with Middle Tennessee State University School of Business, ultimately being awarded the Jennings A. Jones Champion of Free Enterprise and Business Person of the Year from Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce. Deb represents all of the qualities of the ATHENA Award, and State Farm is proud to nominate her this year.